Hey everybody, it's Dean Jacobs again. Day number 3 of the Facebook challenge of doing 30 days of live broadcasts about empowering questions, right? So I made a promise here the other day that I would come on Facebook every day for live to answer randomly from this deck of empowering questions. If you can see this, from this random deck that I got back in December. I had no idea at that point in time that it would be such a great tool to use as a conversation piece to be in touch with each and every one of you guys. Because remember, there's that ancient story again on the two wolves on the inside. Hey, Shelly. Hey, Kylie. How are you? How are you guys over there in the world of Blair? Remember that ancient story where a young Native American goes to his grandfather and he says, "Grandfather, I feel like I have two wolves who are constantly fighting inside of me. Grandfather, can you tell me which one lives?" And the wise elder of the community says, "Grandson, the one that lives is the one that you feed." So I'm here to remind us that it's very important that we be responsible and be intentional about, hey Shelly, have intention about what we feed our minds and what we feed our hearts, because it has a huge impact on how we feel in the world. And so we can either just sit around and wish things were differently, or we can say, all right, I'm going to not let this trap me into the small box, but I'm going to do my part, because I can still do my part to make the world better, right? I'm actually watching all these comments coming up on the line, so I'm trying to have a conversation. So we're going to wait just a second, and then I'm just going to randomly pull out this question. Hey, Lynn, hope your meeting went well today. I'm going to randomly pull out this question from the Empowering Questions deck, which is just awesome. There's actually 52. If I get on a good momentum, I'll actually just keep going until all 52 are done. And if it gets all this, if these are done, and then I'll find some more questions. Y'all know what I mean? But that's the way to think, instead of limiting myself to just 52 questions or 30. If this is serving you all, and if this is allowing us to continue with this to help us move forward, to have something good put something good in our mind and something good in our heart, then I'm going to continue to do this. That sound good? Thumbs up. Remember, thumbs up. That's our symbol for making the world better. It's not an accident that any of us are here. We're here to fulfill the purpose, to shine as brightly as possible. We have to remind ourselves, especially in times like this, right? Especially in times like this, that it's so easy to get caught in that negative narrative of what's going on, that swirl around us. Every time we turn around, there's another canceling, there's another catastrophe that's going on, right? But we are the ones who get to be responsible for the emotional state that we're going to create on the inside. And the way that we do that, we take responsibility for our schedule for what's going to come showing up. Now, hey, all right, Australia's in the house. We got Australia back in here. Cool, awesome. So we take control of that schedule. And that's part, when we decide we're going to do something, in spite of the other things that are going on that maybe are canceled. Yesterday's broadcast was talking about letting go. Sometimes we have to let go of what we wanted, and then we'd be responsible about putting something in its place. We see the opportunity that's there to take advantage. I'm doing a little more reading. I'll be honest with you, I got a little off my track a little bit today too, but I at least have enough awareness to say, all right, I got distracted a little bit for today. Then I brought myself back so I can stay moving forward and allow to take control of that schedule again, so I become the author of my life and not get trapped in this little box of fears and then feeling like I have a limited perspective and that I have limited opportunities. So even if I get quarantined, or by the way, I'm not quarantined, but even if I have to stay in my house for 2 weeks and I'm not supposed to leave, if that dynamic would present itself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to sit around and whine and complain about it. I'm going to say, all right, well, it gives me a chance to catch up on some reading, gives me a chance to probably do some deep cleaning that I've been procrastinating on for my office for a long time. Those kinds of things. I'm going to look for opportunities to get caught up in some things, and then I'm also going to look for some ways that explore some skills that I need to continue to develop so I can grow into the best version of me. So that's a choice. I can't make that choice for you. I can only make that choice for me, but I'm here to remind you that's a choice that each and every one of us get to make in this situation. Actually, all that's always a choice for us. But this particular dynamic gives more important. It shines a magnifying glass onto how important that choice is, because that has a huge impact on what we think and has a huge impact on how we feel. And I just don't think it's an accident that any of us are here, including you. And we're here to shine bright. And the way that we continue to shine bright and stretch and blow that box up to live a life of wonder is to make sure we're thinking good thoughts and taking actions that are consistent with that. You know what I mean? So today's empowering question, randomly taken from the deck, sealed in a mayonnaise jar since 8 o'clock this morning. Now, you got to be old to understand that. Anybody, if you know what that was, if you understand why I just said that very dated statement, put it in the chat box down below. I'd be really curious if you knew what I was talking about, like sealed in a mayonnaise jar since 8 o'clock this morning. Karnak. No. It's all right, right? We're going to pull out the card. I promise you this. This is like, I just do this live. It was a live broadcast, but I don't randomly. I picked the very first one. After that, it just randomly picked up. So what do we want? Here, I guess we should shuffle just to make doubly sure. So you can see that I'm shuffling the deck. I haven't marked any card or anything like that, because I like the spontaneity. It gives a certain energy to this conversation, so we can see what life wants us to talk about. That's a little bit of trust and faith. What life wants us to be focused and generating on right now. All right, here we go. And the question is, great question. Well, they're all good questions. That's why they're empowering questions. Hey, Denise. Greetings to my friends over there in Iowa, Muscatine, and everybody over there. Greetings to wherever this might find you watching. Just remember, we're here to shine bright. We're not here to get trapped in little boxes. One of the ways we stretch that box up is asking good, empowering questions to keep our mindset in the right place so we can continue to take action moving forward. So today's empowering question is, what is the most important thing for me in this moment? Oh my gosh. What a great question. What is the most important thing for me in this moment? I know that's backwards. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I guess I'd have to change the other way, and I have not technologically got that sophisticated yet, if you know what I mean. All right? But here you can see what it is. What is the most important thing for me in this moment? Well, first of all, the most important thing for me in this moment is to know that even though things are not necessarily working out how I had planned, things are maybe not working out as I had hoped for, that there's still all kinds of opportunities in this. I'm still given, all right, so I was supposed to be doing a keynote today in Lincoln, Nebraska. That didn't happen. Now that's lost income. That income is not coming back. And there ain't nothing I can do about that except for continue to plan for the future and find and to continue to develop my skill sets so we can be ready for the next opportunity, because this is not going to be this way for the rest of our lives. This is just a blip on the screen, and we're incredible resilient and resilient as people, and we will know and we will learn how to grow into this situation. You know what I mean? It's not an accident that we have survived this long on the world, and we will continue to find ways we'll continue to find solutions so we can continue to evolve as people, as human beings, as a civilization. I believe that. I just do with all my heart and all my mind. So it's worth reminding myself along the way, and I'm happy to share that internal conviction with all you guys, so that way maybe you get a little something for yourself to remind you that there's some magic in life, and it's up to us to generate that magic. So what's the most important thing for me in this moment? For me, I have a really deep sense of gratitude. I'm grateful for the friends that I have around me to share this journey. I'm grateful for my sweetheart down in Ecuador, whose son landed safely back from Europe. And they're doing fine. I'm grateful for the messages that I've gotten from people just randomly along the way, thanking me for things I've done for them in the past, or the contribution, or I've challenged them how to think about themselves, and how using what they learned from me in the past has helped to prepare them or to deal with what's going on right now. And how cool is that? That I made a contribution to someone to help prepare them how to make the most out of a situation instead of getting trapped into a box, right? Because it just brings me nothing but joy when people operate in the face of no agreement, or where they continue to take action on their hopes and their dreams and their projects, even when it's hard and when it's difficult. We honor the challenge. That's what one of my mentors says, Brendan Burchard. He always talks about honoring the challenge. Well, it's one thing to have it as a concept. It's a whole other thing when we are faced with circumstances and situations that actually call us to be in action around all that. So how do we honor the struggle? Well, we continue to take action, and we stay clear on what's important to us, and we make sure we watch out for each other. We don't let this fear shrink us into small boxes, so we get frustrated, and then we get grumpy, and then we can't, be the best version of ourselves. This is actually an opportunity. Did I say? I must have said day. Well, evening. Hi, Sherry. Wherever this may find you guys, it might be in the daytime in Australia. All right, but we're going to use this as an opportunity to transform us, to make us better. But that's going to be intentional. That's not going to just randomly happen. You all know what I mean? It's going to be intentional by asking ourselves the good, empowering questions. How can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? How can I use this situation to make the world better, right? How can I use all this to make the world better, to make myself better, and to make the entire world better? So what's the most important thing for me in this moment? In this moment, I have gratitude for my family and my friends, for those that I've had the opportunity to connect with as I've traveled the world. I'm very present to, I guess that's the most important thing for me in this moment, is to be present in this moment. Ooh, did you get that? To be present in this moment, instead of thinking about what's going to happen in the future, or oh my God, what happened to the past, I'm going to be present right now. Now, that doesn't mean I ignore the future. I'm not talking about putting my head in the sand and being Pollyannish, so don't take that wrong. But I want to be present to what's life giving me right now. Because even in all this world, there are incredible gifts that are just waiting for us to experience. And if we're not present, we miss that. Does that all make sense? So one of the ways that I've been practicing to help me stay present is doing little timeouts. These things, timeouts, doing a little timeout to just drop within, even if it's just 2 minutes. I was at the bank today, and the incredible, I won't say the name of the bank, but they're incredible people there. And I was having a conversation with the bank, what do they call them? Personal agent, put it that way, all right? And we were talking about how stressful it is. You know what we did? We did a 2-minute meditation in our office where we just took a time out and did some breathing, and you could actually feel the energy change, and we got more grounded and we got more calm. Both of us, because I did it too with the person, right? I did it too. That is how you manage the swirl that's going on all around us. You use the skills, or you develop the habits instead of just waiting for them to show up when you actually need them. You do it ongoingly, and that will help keep you calm. So the most important thing for me in this moment is to be present. Here now, not like here now. And in that, I always get a sense of the gratitude, how precious and how beautiful life is, that it's an incredible gift. And I'm given this present moment to do something with it. And I can either do whining and complaining or being afraid, or I can do something with it to make a difference, to make a positive difference in the world around me, or make a difference for myself in the way of self-love, meditation, eating good, exercise, and things like that. Present here. Okay, what am I going to do? What am I committed to? Where do I want to go? What it is that I want to accomplish? And how can I use this present moment to make a beautiful difference in the world? Does that make sense, guys? I hope it does. So my challenge to all of you is like, all right, what are you going to do? What's the most important thing for you in the present moment? What is the most important thing for you in this present moment? What is it? You can put it down in the chat box down below, or you can just think about it in your mind and your heart. And as you go to bed tonight, because we all eventually will, or wherever this may find you, or whenever you happen to maybe watch this video, stay present in that moment and find a sense of gratitude that we've been given this incredible thing called the gift of life. And it is our job and our responsibility to make sure that we don't let that light go out, but to put some oxygen on the internal flame so it continues to burn bright. And in doing so, we will pierce through the darkness, and we will find the pathway forward to continue to live a life of wonder. And that's what we're brought here to do, to have a vibrant, engaged, and fulfilling life, even in the face of challenges. And probably some of us are going to discover some skills and some capacities in ourselves that we did not even know existed until we were faced with this challenge. You will discover those things as long as you stay in the present moment, in this moment, so that you can be aware of them, and then they can be habits and things that you can develop over time and strengthen them so you can continue to grow, be strong, and manage whatever comes your way. All right, my friends. Thanks for joining me on this Stay safe and look out for one another. Absolutely, Mike Matthews. Staying safe and watch out for each other. There's a lot of, that's what you can do in the present moment. Being safe and watch out for each other. That's called kindness and generosity yeah, you're welcome, Shelley. And all those beautiful things. We need to shine. Amplify would be a good word. We need to amplify the best of our humanity. Probably now more than ever, because we're all in this together. You know what I mean? So we need to amplify the best of our humanity. And doing so, we're going to get through this together. And when we get on the other side of this, which we will have grown into something that's incredible and something that we can be proud of and feel good about, and at the same time doing our part to make the world better. All right. Blessings to all you guys. I send you love and light wherever this may find you. I'm keeping you in my thoughts and my prayers, and we will show up again tomorrow on another Facebook Live video, and we'll pull out another random empowering questions. Be safe, stay safe, watch out for each other, love each other, and I think that pretty much says it all. All right, take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.